there, how are we all doing? It's been a while. It has been a while. I'm always saying this, only this time I had a fall. I stupidly decided that I had a wonky cupboard in the kitchen, that I would get up on the kitchen side and I would fix it. Strange enough, being up, I'm not good with heights at the best of times, but I got up there and it was getting down. I knelt down onto the side and vertigo hit, and I just went. I had a bit of back problems for a while, and yeah, it was not good. Was not good. I'm a bit more mobile now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be okay. What I wanted to show you is I was doing 12 cast-ons. I don't think I'll get to the full 12, but that's not the point. The point is to cast on a few things and get yourself set up for the following weeks or months or year ahead. Now, I was going to carry on casting on more, but when I got to 3, I realised that all these bits hanging around were actually they were annoying me. If I put them away in project bags, I will forget they exist and they won't get done. I've got a few whips left from last year, I've suddenly remembered. So I'm going to stick at 3 new cast-ons for now and leave it at that. And then after I've done those 3, I might do another 3 if they're working. But I've also got another project on the go. So technically I've got 4 projects on the go. But the 4th one is a sock. I'm crocheting a sock to go along with Missy and Mainie's Silly Sister Socktacular. I don't know, I can't remember. Let me look it up if I can find it on the app quickly. Mrs. Universe and more. That's the one. Silly Yarny Sister Socktacular Saturdays. So I started that. I was a bit behind on starting, and I'm doing the same pattern that Missy is. Again, I will link Missy down below, and you can go over and see what they're all doing, her and Rainy. Now, I can knit socks and no problems, but I've never crocheted socks. So I'm using a ball of yarn I got from Hobbycraft, I believe. 75% wool, 25% nylon, 400 meters, and it recommends a 3mm hook or 3.25mm needles. Now the pattern I'm using recommends a 3.25mm hook. I don't have a 3.25mm hook, so I went down to 3. I done my gauge swatch and it was very, very slightly smaller. But having done one toe and a little bit of the foot, it fits over everything so far, so I think I'll be okay. So that was one cast on. I really should have done that for a separate video on Saturday, but I will link Missy and Rainy for that one from the Woolly Llama shop. I'm going to try and get to this without causing too much problems. I started with a random ball of, I think it's sock yarn, it's 4-ply anyway, and started doing my second cast on was the window pane scarf, which is coming up beautiful. As people may have heard, or know, I overheat really easily, so having something with air holes in it will help. So that was cast on number 2. And cast on number 3, I got a bit addicted to. A while back I was making the Sophie hood in Jules Spun Aaron. And at the beginning of the year, right at the beginning of the year, I saw Elsa is her name. She was on game of wool. And she was wearing one of these Miss Marple scarves, and she mentioned on, I think it was Instagram, it was a Miss Marple scarf, and I went on to Ravelry and it's a free pattern. And I decided I had to knit it then, but I didn't have any yarn, so I took the yarn. I started on the Sophie hood because I'd only knit about this much and put it down. And it was that quick and easy that I actually, whoops, knitted two. That's my stitch marker. So I have two of these. And you can either have it really long at the back or you can fold it over, and it came out so easy. And this bit is that keyhole design. You can take it out and it is just, you knit up this bit and then you divide the stitches in two and do a ribbon detail, and you do it on the other side too, then join them all back in one after the other, do your centre bit and do your ribbing again, and then your end bit, and then one of those ends will fit in to make the design. And what really made me smile is when I made this, we started watching, I don't know why, we have something new, Sister Boniface, which I think it's set in the 50s, 60s. Crime fighting forensic nun in a small country village. And she was wearing one. And that just really made me smile. So I've got two of those. I'm going totally off track. So when I'd done those, I suddenly remembered that I wanted to make a Sophie hood. And then realised I'd used the yarn to do it with. So I had a route round to see what I had. I made this cast on number 3. And I have this double knit yarn from Aran TK called Plum. I'm not sure you'd call it plum. It's looking slightly more purplish there than it is in real life. It's very muted. And it's not in, the Sophie hood's done in an Aran or a 4-weight worsted, which this is not. And I had this, I have 6 of these, I got them from Temu, fluffy yarn. I just didn't know what to do with it, multicoloured. So I used this together and it comes up beautiful, slightly fluffy. And I've got a bit addicted to doing this. I've done that much, worked up the scarf portion, and we're now on to the hood. I've done the hood and then we've got the shaping to go. So that was my cast on number 3. I'm not sure if I'll do any more cast on, but that is what I've got for now. So I've got my gloves, fingerless mitts you saw before, with my socks. 1, 2, 3, 4 things on the go, and that's what I'm going to stay with for now. So being up and away, I'm going to amalgamate all these things into one video, and hopefully I will talk to you again soon. Take care. And I was going to ask you all something and I've forgotten what I was going to ask. I've got a few new subscribers. I'd just like to say welcome, and it's great to see you here. For those who haven't said hello, please say hello in the comments. I'm about to catch up on my comments, and it's been lovely to see everybody coming in and saying hello. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now. Take care.